We are live. Thank you for being here with What the Hills, watching from all over the planet. Happy Sunday Fun Day, everyone. Welcome to our weekly Sunday night live stream where we get to hang out with you. If you're tuning in real time at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, we get to read your comments in the live chat. And Jeremy usually likes to start the live off with a song.
This is a song about an esquire. Well, I moved into a town with no one around, all to get away from the snow. We put in a 2-inch line, everything was fine, till they tried to steal all my dough. Mary was in town hall, couldn't do math at all, just kept calling the law. Sending emails to Worm, hoping he'd confirm that no one would know all her flaws. Lynette and John running their con, trying to get any money they can. Everything around them dies, and then she fake cries. They'll end up by a river in a van. Thanks so much for the super chat of 20. There's signs all over town. Now they're taken down, but everybody knows who done it. But don't do the crime if you can't do the time. They're living in a shed with no permit. Well, Russ was texting down, telling him it's on. Let's give the world a show. We always wanted fame. Now they know our names. In the meetings, always vote no.
No.
Now they're all making threats. Fans are taking bets. Who's going to be the second in jail? Will it be Mary, Russ, or Don? Lynette or Landon? We just know it won't be What the Hales. Because we moved into a town with no one around, all to get away from the snow. We put in a 2-inch line, everything was fine, till they tried to steal all my dough.
Give it up for Jeremy.
Thanks for the super chat, Max Labs. What a week. Wow.
It's always a freak of a week. Always a freak of a week.
You know what's in my hands?
All the 911 calls.
How did you know?
It's a book. Hollywood couldn't even write that.
Could or couldn't?
Could not. You just can't make this stuff up. I did see Madam Mayor in the chat. First, I want to say congrats to Madam Mayor and Brett on their new home base in Tennessee.
They got an amazing place.
Road trip. It's the perfect size. It's the perfect size log cabin just for the two of them. That's all they need. And
they were the first to warn us about Lynette and Crook. They kept texting us while we were in Ohio and be like, there's something wrong with those two. You can have your super fans back. And we went, we don't want them. We didn't put them there.
I do remember Brett was the one who drove to Northport, hauled their camper from Northport to the campground, and he texted you. I remember him saying, hey, I just hauled one of your super fans. They just moved into the campground. And we're like, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, here we go. We moved to Otter Creek to get away from people. And this is what happens.
Thank you, Nay. Appreciate it. And the lucky feather. Oh, my goodness. I wonder if the lucky feather is related to Mark Feather.
The lucky feather?
Mark Feather is pretty lucky.
He sure is. He sure is. He's got 7. 7's supposed to be a lucky number.
The 7 is 8 now. Look at all the lies. Look at all the lies. Look at all the lies. Boy, there's so many lies. Thanks so much, Shane. Appreciate it. Where do I even go with this? What lie struck you like the most? in all these 911 calls?
All of them, to be honest, all of them. Well, here's one that comes to mind.
There's got to be one that comes to the forefront.
Here's one that comes to mind. The day of the town hall meeting, when both Lynette and Crook see my vehicle, only I drive my vehicle. They know exactly from my video.
George, their makeshift lawyer in Ohio said there was no way to even prove their vehicle was there, let alone that they would know you were 20 feet away, even though she can identify you from over 1,000 feet away, but her and Crook can't see. But keep going.
So the day that she texted you and you finally responded and she's like, I want to give bread to your chickens, that same vehicle drove up into her property and parked there. It's the same vehicle that she helped me load to put the bread in before I had to excuse myself from the property. And for them to say that they didn't see me, they saw me driving.
She posted all over the internet. She told you to get the F off of the property. Huh.
No, she helped me load the bread up.
Huh.
It was half moldy and then half was fresh.
And
there was sticky, disgusting, greasy stuff all over it because it sat. Remember that fridge that she had on her property for months and months and months that's unchained? It sat, she stored it in that fridge.
And I sent George over. I was like, listen, you have got to take one for the team. I cannot handle this woman one more time in a row. I was like, you got to. And then she came back. She's like, I will never, ever go over there again. That woman is insane.
That was the third time I ever had any action with her face to face in person. And that third time I was like, never again. I just got horrible demonic vibes off of that woman. And so for her and Crook to say, well, I didn't see her. Well, they knew that I was driving. They saw Gianna get out of the passenger seat. They saw Jessica get out of the passenger seat. It's a BS lie, and everyone knows that it's a lie. Anyone that watches the video, like I said before, there's 3 sides to every story. There's side A, side B, and video evidence. Video evidence does not lie. Lynette and Crook lie, but video evidence does not lie.
Well, they're not the only ones that lie. There's quite a list. I mean, frankly, just this week alone, we have quite an intense list. So the one that comes to the forefront is the aspect of them stating that they didn't know you were there.
Yes, Crook's interview, especially Crook's interview. Well, I wasn't stalking her. No one said anything about him stalking. The whole point was them ignoring the 500-foot rule, knowing that they cannot be within 500 feet of me. And as soon as I show up, they have to leave immediately.
Why even go to the deputies? We have a legal right to be here. We have a legal right to be here. If they don't know you're there.
It was all premeditated, 100%. Why else would they go there with a child that's sick, that has a life-threatening disorder? Why would they go 2 hours beforehand?
Knowing that the deputies are going to be there and that child is again placed in the middle of this. Speaking of deputies, how'd everybody like Deputy Duncan's pathological lying? And what I mean by that is turning the microphones off. By the way, the microphones are off for many, 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 many minutes. I'm not going to put dead air in the actual video. I'm going to cut it to where something is actually happening again. So you've got Deputy Duncan. I don't think we've actually shared this before. During Christmas in the Creek, we wanted to share all the positive things with Christmas in the Creek. During Christmas in the Creek, Deputy Duncan, actually, we were out. We didn't film this, nor did we ever want to talk about it. But Deputy Duncan started to threaten us and threatened that he was going to ticket and or arrest. Did he say arrest or was it just ticket? Do you remember?
I think he said he was going to give everybody tickets that was blocking the road.
Deputy Duncan is yelling at us for Christmas in the Creek, threatening to give everybody a ticket lined up for Christmas in the Creek. Instead of going, oh, wow, because of Christmas in the Creek, I was just blessed weeks before by other fans and viewers and what the Hales.
It was like 1 or 2 days, not weeks.
And I was able to take all of these things. Instead of going, you know what? we should have Levy County deputies out here. As a matter of fact, we said, he goes, you should have had deputies out here. I went, we requested it. Guess what? You're here. Did he do anything? No, but thankfully they did send out Deputy Trent, who was amazing. And so I want to emphasize, there have been some very, very, very good deputies with Levy County Sheriff Department. Thank you so much, Shane. And there have been some very, very, very bad ones. For somebody to drive up on Christmas in the Creek and say that they're going to ticket everybody, for somebody to turn off their microphones on purpose and tell Deputy Ricks to turn his microphone off, and then Deputy Ricks going to him and going, hey, man, it's right here. They got to leave. And him going, I don't trust physical copies. And Ricks going, oh, wait. Oh, by the way, YouTube has some certain things that it tells us that's going on that nobody else can see. One of them is somebody is attempting in a certain way to get that video taken down. So it's not going to get taken down. This happens often with our videos, and they are never taken down. And so because people don't understand what the laws or policies are. So let's analyze this, George. There are 3, 4, 5 people I can think of in that actual video. Number 1, me giving commentary. Number 2, Deputy Duncan. Number 3, Deputy Ricks. Number 4, Deanna. And number 5, you. So did you try and get that video taken down? By the way, somebody's claiming that we invaded their privacy. And so this will not get taken down. Now, it wasn't Deanna. It wasn't me. It wasn't you. That leaves Deputy Ricks and Deputy Duncan. Deputy Ricks looks like a hero. He's actually going, I got the paperwork. It's right here. This. He
even said it's signed. It's got all the court stamps on it.
Deputy Duncan looks like a 0. So who do we think is trying to get that taken off? And it will not. By the way, if you work in the public as a public servant, such as a deputy should be doing, you have no privacy, period. End of story. Which, by the way, they will not take it down. Thank you so much, Wizzy Wheels. So interesting that... So
I have an idea of who may have did it, who may have tried to pursue it on behalf of Lynette, because you can kind of see her horrid face and hear her horrid voice. You don't ever see Crook.
Yeah, it could have been Crook from his jail cell. You know,
I doubt it was him, but I'm pretty sure it was one of Lynette's makeshift lawyers trying to do it for her on her behalf. That would be my guess.
It's not, because that would be. It's not. It is. I would with 99% certainty say it's Deputy Duncan, who doesn't want people to see what he did, and yet he knows it's being recorded. He knows YouTubers who blog their life are recording it. He knows this is public information, and he works for the public. Thank you so much for the super chat, and he still does that. You know what? There was a day when men were actually honorable and had integrity and had character. And this brings, I asked you what was your most memorable. Mine is Crooks. So we're in here and John Crook is calling the Levy County Sheriff and stating that I committed an infraction. Now he's committing that as he has already stated, keep this in mind, he has already stated on video, I'll go toe-to-toe with you anytime. So he's already challenged me to a physical altercation. Now, where I come from, men of honor and character and integrity, you challenge somebody to a physical altercation, there's a lesson to be taught. And it's not to the person who was challenged, it's typically to the person who challenged. And so I have no problem whatsoever with a physical altercation. And so when Crook actually stalks me and hold a second. I was going to say his truck tires. Wait. In his statement for a free lawyer, public defender, he stated he doesn't own a vehicle. So when Lynette's truck tires are on my property and he's trespassing on my property, and I get out and I go, I'm so tired of this. This guy has said they have put up signs saying that I'm a rapist. They have said that George's backside has been cut out. They have said that we are bringing terrorists into the schoolhouse. They have said they have pictures of their in her mouth. They have put my information, my personal cell phone number out everywhere. And he says he wants to go toe-to-toe. He'll go toe-to-toe with me anytime. So then I get out and let's go. You started all this. Let's finish it.
Was he driving with a shirt or without a shirt that day?
I don't remember. I just remember he had definitely no shoes. So you've got a guy who goes, come on, I want to fight. Let's fight. And then when he's brought up on that challenge, like a coward. And this is the thing that boggles my mind the most, because he wants to call me the coward of Levy County. And most people understand that's after an old song. But the coward in the song gets everybody in the bar, locks the doors, and beats the living crap out of them on behalf of his woman, Becky, because he believed in honor, integrity, and character. So how is it that individuals such as Crook, who challenged to a fight, then run away and claim I'm a bully and that they're a victim, when the right thing would have been for me to do is take him up on that challenge in a day where that lesson would have been learned and that mouth would have been shut. But he is a coward and ran. Now, I bring that up because there's another incident we need to talk about, and I want to be very, very, very clear. We're not going to name any names because all this person wants is personal promotion. Thank you, Emma. That person wants more than anything personal promotion, because all these individuals are online trying to make money off of my appearance, trying to make money off of my name, because they're not original and they're not creative enough to do it and succeed on their own, which frankly, I think is a cowardly act as well. So for anybody who has questions about an incident that happened, which I will not hold back from. First of all, the challenge was put out just like Crook did. So you can see a text here. This was the first challenge. Paynesville on the 8th. Let's make it a point to see each other in person ASAP. Now, this is from a pile of guano. This is the first in context. He's saying he wants to fight. Now, I show up at Paynesville, and guess who doesn't? The coward. So I'm there. I don't mind teaching a person a lesson that needs to be taught very, very bad. But it doesn't go and stop there. He's made multiple live streams, not one live stream, multiple live streams, saying that he's going to beat me up. And he's punching. Here's the funniest thing. Somehow he thinks he's Rocky. He's in a gym on a treadmill, and he's Rocky all of a sudden. Now, the horrific.
Jeremy froze on us. So
saying they're going to be fighting. I'm back.
You froze.
So he's been in a gymnasium thinking he's some kind of Puerto Rican Rocky, which he is nothing like whatsoever. He's on a treadmill, and then he's punching the screen, saying he's gonna do this to me, he's gonna do that to me. He's got other people, workers, punching the screen. By the way, you can still see all this, but the funny thing is he doesn't want you to see it. He wants you to pay him money in the members only to see all the garbage that he's done.
So he's capitalizing on it.
Absolutely. And so this coward, number one, texts me that he wants to fight. So we've got this text right here. He texts that he wants to fight. He invites it. What did Crook do? Crook said, I'll go toe-to-toe with you anytime. Then he goes on multiple live streams, which then he hides in members only, saying that he's going to do these things. And he takes it even further. He calls me a coward, and he says he would never be able to get me to fight unless he paid me $15,000.
I thought it was $20,000.
You have the copy of it. You know better than I do.
I thought he said 15 to 20,000 that he was going to go head to
So
head with
he's
you.
going to beat me up, but he's going to have to pay me $15,000 to $20,000 to do it. He has texted me the challenge we're going to fight. He's put it out on multiple live streams we're going to fight, which this is the funniest part. He keeps going live, and I'm actually on the road. Like the first time he did this, I'm in Lorraine. He has no clue, and I know where he's at. And I'm telling George, I'm going there right now. I'm going inside. George is like, no, just wait. Just wait. The boy needs a lesson. This is not a man. This is a boy. This is a childish toddler boy. So he goes on to say it would never happen. He'd have to pay me $15,000 to $20,000 as he continues to say this is what he's going to do to me. And then he hides it all. Now, it doesn't stop there. He calls me multiple things. Let's just get into it. Number one, he's continued to call me a racist. Now, this is pretty odd, considering he's also saying that I'm having an inappropriate relationship with his ex, who has brown features. She's a beautiful girl. She has brown features. She's 50% black. Interesting. Which, by the way, we're not defined by our skin color. We're defined by who we are in our heart. Now, he also, again, says I'm racist, who you've all seen me with George. Thank you, Candace. He also wants to mention somebody else that I dated, somebody named Lisa, who's 50% black. Okay, so let's keep going on. He's called me a racist. He's called me a woman beater. He's literally stated that he will only release that he has some secret video of me beating a woman, and he's gonna release it for his members only.
Well, I don't.
$50 a month.
He specifically said, "What about all the times that you physically abused George?" Which is not true at all.
So he's continued to try and charge people for. Oh, by the way, he also stated that he is going to publish all of his texts for all the members, which I guarantee you, has yet to do because the members send us everything that he does. Thank you so much, John. So he's yet to do that. He's claimed that I'm beating George. And then he goes so far to call me a child inappropriateness.
Now, like child essay.
So what you can see in his whole tactic, number one, he has done the exact same things Lynette has done. And he's done the same things that Crook has done. I'll go toe-to-toe with you anytime. Now I'm going to go and stalk you. Now I'm going to film you. But coward. Complete and total coward. There was a time where being a man actually meant something. You stood for integrity. You stood for honor. And you stood for protection. And that means protecting females. So if this, and here's the thing that I find ironic as well. And some of you are going, I'm confused right now. If you're confused, don't worry about it. It's nothing to worry about. It's just life. But here's the thing I'm confused about. This is in a public area. He wanted it in a public area. He invited it in a public area at the Painesville auction on the 8th, which he didn't show. He told the world, which is less than 100 people watching his live stream, that he's going to beat me up, but I would never fight him. He'd have to pay me. And I show up for free. Free.
And then plays the victim while recording it, while running, while even saying in the video that you are a PDF file.
I love this quote. I love it. Social media has made you all way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the face for it. Because to a child, it's a game. I can say anything I want on social media and then, oh, it was just social media. It didn't mean anything. To an immature, pathetic child, it's all a game. Now, here's the thing that I would say to anybody watching, anybody that was even there. Thank you so much for the super chat. Here's the thing that I would say. If he did this to your mother, you think I was inappropriate if he did this to your daughter?
You think I was inappropriate if he did this to your significant other? As a matter of fact, I think I am too appropriate, because most people would have handled this much, much differently. And I can tell you one thing, when I got in the truck afterwards, Kaylin said, thank you. Thank you for standing up for me. And I can tell you her family is proud of me and supports me. And they want that piece of guano as far away from them as possible. You want to see something crazy and out of control? You should see their ring footage camera of him going manic, crazy at their house. But I haven't shown it. But I could. They'll give it to me. A child begging, show up. We'll do it. We'll do it at the 8th. In a camera, I'm going to do this. Oh no, he would never. He's a coward. I'd have to pay him 15 to 20,000. Why didn't the other men at this facility stand up to it, knowing so if he said that about you men out there that are watching, if he said this about your wife and your daughter, would you be okay about that? Or the ladies there? This is the thing that really is getting under my skin, is because he wants to cry bro code, bro code, bro code. There's no bro code. This dude does nothing but cheat and hurt women. There is no bro code. They've been broken up for over a year and a half. There's no bro code. But let's talk about the bra code. Where are the other ladies that are actually supporting the women that he's hurting? My goodness, if you've seen anything, you've seen him jump to one, to another, to another, to another. We even know stories of him flying hookers to Miami, to Dallas. The list goes on and on. I mean, I could write volumes and do video after video about this, as could so many others that know what's going on and has gone on. Why aren't the women sticking up for the women he's hurting? I find it so odd and so pathetic and so cowardly that there are these disgusting women, such as Bonnie or Kristen or Lori, who somehow think that this is appropriate behavior. How would you feel if he did this to your daughter? Because I'd kill him. Now, you fathers out there, you understand what I'm saying. By the way, anybody goes, oh, he could get a restraining order against you because you just said that. Do you understand? This fool invited it. He wanted it. He begged for it. And then he got shown the coward. Now, don't get me wrong. He needs a lesson. He needs a massive, major lesson to be taught and learned. So now, just like Crook, I'm going to stalk Jeremy. Oh, I'll go toe-to-toe with you anytime. Oh, I'm a victim. My goodness, grow up. My goodness, there was a time where this stuff actually meant something, where men actually stood up and protected females. And now in our culture, what do females do? Females are so toxic, they destroy the men that love them and protect them. And then they want to complain about those men. And then the men go, well, why should I do anything? Men, I get it. They tear you down. Stand back up. It's still your job to protect your daughters, your sisters, your mothers, your significant others. And other women that are online not protecting this individual, Kaylin, George, or anybody else, you are a pathetic coward. And I have no problem telling you that, because integrity and character and honor actually means something to me. And so does protecting females. Thank you, Gina. I think Norma said it best. I saw this comment.
Well, a lot of people don't know that this individual defamed you and why all of this started. They just want to take sides without knowing the backstory. And those individuals that think that it was inappropriate behavior, they obviously weren't called a PDF file, a racist, and a woman beater.
Norma Rose said this, which I thought was very, very appropriate. That big pile of guano, he's just like Lynette, playing the victim after causing the crap. What a child. He has no clue what a man is. God bless JH for not pounding that piece and pile of guano into the ground. The end of the day, just like crooks lie, and just like somebody who wants to follow in their footsteps because that's the only way they can make money outside of all the rugs he sells. And everybody in his circle knows exactly what he does. I'm just the only one telling you, and I'm not okay with it. At the end of the day, he still lives in a ghetto. He constantly gets robbed because birds of a feather flock together. You're a rug dealer and you expect not to get robbed? Somebody shot a gun off at his door, killed his dog. The end of the day, he lives in a ghetto. He's a rug dealer. And at the end of the day, God's still blessing me for what I've done and what I stand up for. And there are those individuals that would like to say, Jeremy, that's not very Christ-like. That's not Christian. First of all, you don't even understand what a Christian is, most likely. Because if you did, you would understand that God deals with sin pretty seriously. I don't know, maybe take a look at Genesis chapter 6, Noah and the flood. God said, oh my goodness, the world has gotten out of control so bad, I'm going to wipe it all out. I find one who actually loves me. It's Noah and his family. And I'm going to start over with Noah. Maybe take a quick look at that whole book called Judges. Oh yeah, that's where God is judging and killing entire nations for their sin. And how did he do it? Samson. Somebody's probably heard of Samson. They're female judges. Deborah. God takes it pretty serious. I mean, God even had a bear come out and kill kids who were mocking one of his prophets. I mean, this is serious, serious stuff. For somebody to go, that's not Christian. Listen, what's not Christian is not standing up and protecting these females from this predator. By the way, his last live stream, which he deleted, he didn't even take it into members, but we still have a copy of everything. He starts off with racial slurs to his Arabic Uber driver, which I find pretty offensive because if you can't tell, George is Arabic, which I also find interesting because now he claims that he's dating this girl named Izzy, who's Arabic, but he's crying out, I love you to another woman in the video. How do you think that Arabic chick feels? Number one, with the racial slurs. And then number two, he ends a 3-hour live stream going to the Asian massage parlor for a happy ending. What do you go to an Asian massage parlor for? Happy ending. I just don't even understand or comprehend how anybody could be okay with that. And frankly, I don't understand and comprehend how any of the men at the auction don't stand up against it. What they all did was they kept silent. And how the women aren't standing up against it. They're all there standing silent. Thank you, Jan-Marie. At the end of the day, God's still blessing me. And I don't know why. And I'm overwhelmed with how he has and how he continues to bless me. And I'll be the first to tell you, I do not deserve it by any stretch of the imagination. God has blessed me in ways unimaginable to me. And at the end of the day, he's still getting robbed in the ghetto. You need to be careful who you associate with. Birds of a feather flock together. You want to be the 5th millionaire in a group of 5, you need to get with 4 others. There are so many times where we've disassociated with people because of what they've done. This individual, this pile of bat guano as well. Thank you, John Panda. So many times, and then given another chance, and then given another chance, and then given another chance, knowing that what they were, once you get to know somebody, you actually see what they're doing. You don't know that in the beginning, and then you find out, oh crap, how did I get associated with this? The insanity of it all. If anything, you could say, Jeremy, you're inappropriate with Crook. You're inappropriate with Lynette. You know what? I don't care. I really don't care. I want to be found faithful trying to help a child and all the residents and the animals in Otter Creek. That's who I care about. They're the ones that are close to me. You can go, you're inappropriate with that, with guano. I don't care. He is a pathetic child in a deep need of a drastic life lesson. And I will continue to stand up for those individuals who have been loyal to us as well. Kaylin is not only an employee, she is a friend of both George and I. So, more lies. I'm going to transition. More lies. What was the chat's favorite one?
Well, a lot of people are just praying that this all ends soon, and a lot of people are agreeing that he is very immature and he's trying to ride off of your name. So let's go back to Duncan with the audio and the dash cam footage. So not once does he, this is a known liar, a proven liar, and I'm referring to Lynette and John Crook. And even before all of this even started, before town hall, and at least I can think of at least 2 reports where Duncan, he himself even tells her that Jeremy can say whatever he wants. It would be a violation. It would go against his First Amendment right. So for someone who keeps telling Lynette about and mentioning First Amendment rights about you, but then considers Deanna and I filming a violation of a protection, a temporary order that she has on you. Filming would be wouldn't filming fall under that umbrella of First Amendment?
You sure think so, because nothing happened.
Like, make that make sense. And then the fact that he took her temp injunction as truth when she could have altered it, but he believes her order.
Physical copies, but he was reading her physical copy. Now, I will say in his defense, he's getting into the main system and he's trying to say it's not in the system. If it's not in the system, it doesn't exist. Well, federal law says it exists. Florida state law says it exists. We've already been told by the entire deputy office or sheriff office that they're gonna enforce it corner to corner. Deputy or Detective Bauer said we're gonna enforce it corner to corner to corner to corner, and yet they've done nothing. And now he wants that video taken down. He does.
We've even heard Judge Grudge say those words in the ex parte videos where he says, "I must take full faith and credit and abide it corner to corner, all 4 corners." So I just wanted that to make sense, how someone who told her at least and even wrote it up in the incident report that it's his First Amendment right, but then takes Deanna and I filming as a violation. It just doesn't make any sense. So I also wanted to make it clear that I'm not under anyone's control. Only I control the decisions that I make. Filming for my protection is not a crime. So again, for him to even think that filming was a crime.
Thanks, James.
And to take Deanna's driver's license and to file a report on her and I for filming for our protection. When did filming become a crime in a public area? So filming for my own protection isn't a crime, and I do it on my own. And Deanna does it on her own. Everyone should. Matter of fact, when I was driving peacefully on North Otter Creek to the ranch like I normally do, guess who was filming me?
I'm guessing Landon.
No.
I'm guessing Waylon.
Yes.
Ah. Okay. You know why it wasn't Landon, right?
What's that?
You know why it wasn't Landon?
Why?
Because boy, I should have set myself up better here. Because Landon was out running around in his black suit that he's going out at night in Otter Creek. By the way, everybody in Otter Creek, this is what Landon's wearing at night all around your properties. You want to see You want to see how dumpy the camper is? This is how trashed it is. So
That's
gross.
disgusting. But there's a child with a life-threatening disorder. How can they live in squalor like that?
Why would you have food in all that trash?
I thought you were going to say because he doesn't have a phone.
Well, Lynette is using Landon's phone because the sheriff confiscated her phone as evidence.
Well, we don't know whose phone she's using.
Well, from what I've been told, she's using Landon's phone. So I can't confirm it 100%, but that's what I've been told. But we also found out she has a burner phone. And speaking of phones, do you recognize this font?
Isn't that the font? So the cop, what you were looking at is the deputy taking a picture of her hand. That's her hand holding her own phone, showing him the messages that she got via Facebook Messenger. And in court, she told the judge, the Florida judge, that she, in a font that she doesn't even use. Another lie. Another lie.
Thanks, PDW. Wow. The font where she called you a sand nasty N-word that we don't say or use.
When her and Crook had the perfect plan to put trackers on the truck and trailer and to put nails on the driveway so that we can get flat tires and not know what's going on. So in the report, months and months go by. Finally, a deputy got it right. It was a female deputy. She told Lynette that she even called the state's attorney that as long as Jeremy can say whatever he wants, he could even say your name, but as long as there's no threats or fighting words, then he can say what he wants. This is verbatim from the state's attorney who works for Levy County District. And so she even explains to her that we could film whatever we want, but Lynette still calls 911 to report being filmed or videos being made on YouTube.
But she doesn't know your car, George. She doesn't know your car. And by the way,
did I get out of the car that day when I drove by? How did she know that was me?
Well, it's your car. She just saw her. She can see. She can also see you from 1,000 feet away, if not more.
How did she know that I went towards the school? How does she even know that was me if she didn't know it was me at town hall?
Sounds like some pretty serious stalking. She was going towards the schoolhouse.
Did I park my vehicle in front of her property and get out for her to confirm that that's my vehicle and that was me driving?
Well, not too sure.
Because her report doesn't add up to her report of what happened at town hall, because I was in my vehicle, same vehicle. I didn't need to get out for her to confirm that it's my car and that I'm the one driving.
Do you think this call was from Guano? That'd be my guess. Had a weird call about rugs. It was probably Guano. Listen, I do want to stress some other things as well. I know we've moved on from that, but you understand, as a person and a channel, we've invested a lot of time and effort into privately trying to help an individual grow in the right direction. And that did not happen by any stretch of the imagination. And we continue to separate. You've seen us do it in the past. We're doing it currently. And there will be no getting together ever again with him, ever. And so, but I hope that there's a knowledge of understanding that there's been so much time and effort worthlessly, because it's like planting a seed and watering and watering and watering and watering, and it never grows. It's a child. He's never going to grow. And so he just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And I also, I personally want to thank all the haters out there that keep posting all of our videos and getting us more views. I mean, we can't do it without you. Honestly, if we were to ever get an award for YouTube, we would have to thank you, because you truly bring in more views than we would ever get on our own. It's amazing. All right. What else? We were talking about she can't identify your car.
Mm-hmm. So in that police report, she clearly identifies and knew exactly what my vehicle was when I drove by. And then when she was walking on the dangerous highway, somehow she knew that was my car. How did she know? Did I stop on the highway when she was walking with the stroller for her to confirm that that's my vehicle?
George, maybe you were honking your horn. Did you do that?
No.
Oh, wait. She said I did that.
I'd like to see evidence of that since she has cameras pointing at your property and on the road.
How are you going to see any evidence when she told the deputies she had to erase all of her SD card because I was going to try and get her in jail? And she literally, it's in the report, she erased her phones, her SD cards, everything, all the evidence, which Marla Huge has unsent messages, even though we have them, some we do, And so these individuals trying to cover them for themselves, and then it's all in police reports. I mean, it's just mind blowing.
How about the one time when she didn't even watch a video herself of a friend of hers told her that other YouTube channels were covering the story and reading court documents?
This one's one of my favorites. Jeremy drove by 6 times. Why I was there? Jeremy never drove by.
Turns out that she didn't even watch the video, and what she was referring to was the notary stamp with her name on it and her driver's license number on it.
Should we talk about any of the supporter, the real, true child supporter lies this week?
Well, I think we should definitely do an entire video explaining all the people and showing all the mugshots of the people that this journalist, who's supposed to be an advocate, that she has supported over the years. And now, do you have John's mugshot? You can throw his up there too.
Yep.
Do we have a mugshot of Lynette when she got a felony charge in Iowa?
Well, we're gonna have all the police reports here real soon. Helen, thank you so much.
I'd like to see her mugshot from Iowa if she got one when she was charged for felony for theft.
Come on, this has got to be one of the funniest ever.
So let's go to that. See, it says $50 to purchase a monkey. So it was $50 as like a down payment.
Right,
it was a deposit.
$50 deposit, Cash App. So if anybody, you know how much monkeys cost?
A deposit. So how much was the monkey if the deposit was $50? How much was she going to spend on a monkey that she doesn't have the license for? Or did the $50 come with the license to have a monkey?
So $50 deposit on a monkey with a scam that she's using because she can only use those accounts because you cannot mix accounts for the rescue. And she's out there begging. So if she's commingling funds, she's in big, big trouble with the IRS and licensing, and it can go on and on.
And around that time when she made that, when the scammer got scammed, when Lynette the scammer got scammed, was around the time she was begging for lawyer fees and legal fees. And then here she is trying to buy a monkey.
Money. Now, here's the other part. She's finally going to the Chief Lynn flea market, okay?
So that's confirmed. We knew this for weeks.
Yeah, we've known this, and you could go, oh, man. The funny thing is there are haters out there that go, oh, man, Jeremy is so petty. No, if I was petty, I would fly in and I would go to the Chief Lynn flea market. But I don't, and nor does George. We don't want anything to do with them. And here she is. It's going to be hard to read. She's begging, asking for donations at the flea market. We need so much help, as you see down below, 501c3 nonprofit. This is her begging jar. Oh my goodness. It literally makes me sick. Somebody should get a booth telling the truth.
But wasn't she the same person who told the Florida judge and the Florida deputies that we don't even leave our property? We don't even leave home. But here she is seen at the flea market weeks in a row. An indoor booth that she probably is renting for the
more for the indoor booths.
For
You
the
have
month,
to pay
too.
more. You have to pay more. Oh, she's probably paying by them. Well, with all these haters sending her money. But my biggest question is, why didn't the actual work happen until now? Listen, there's something, again, I started talking about honor and integrity and character. You work for what you receive. You don't beg. You work, you build, you grow. That's one of the things that Pile of Guano is always whining and crying about, that I wouldn't promote him. Wouldn't promote him because of who he is. He literally smells like a pile of guano. And it's not because of what he's always smoking. He literally, no hygiene. Every time I put him in a video, people would complain, I'll never watch a video with him again. And thank you, James. Why does it take this point to actually go out and actually make a living for yourself? I could say the same of all those that can't get any views on YouTube unless they talk about What the Hales.
Or Otter Creek.
Where are people's creativity? Where's your ambition? Where's your passion? Where's your no initiative to go out and make it on your own? I can't fathom this. I can't fathom it because God didn't wire me like that. I'm a driven individual. There's no doubt about it. I have a million ideas to make $1 million. There's no doubt about it. And I can't understand why people wouldn't want their own initiative to go out and make it for their own name. Because a temporary blip of, oh, they're watching me because I'm saying What the Hales versus...
Or Otter Creek.
That as well. Versus actually building something that you built around you. My goodness, what's fulfilling that is. Thank you, Wizzy Wheels. Thank you so much. So why now? Why didn't the work start before? Why is it now? Oh, we need so much. We're begging. It's still begging. We're begging for donations. You think any of those donations are actually being used for the quote unquote rescue? I mean, we know all the.
We already know that some of the money went towards trying to buy a squirrel monkey.
Now, let's be clear. To get a monkey, you have to have a class 3.
Or a spider monkey.
So you have to have a class 3 in the state of Florida. I'm pretty sure you got to have some time spent with the monkeys. Not only that, you have to have a certified cage. Not only that, she can't have a monkey there. She can't even have the reptiles there. It's against county law. And she's too close to residence. Where's she going to put the monkey? In the shed? What do we now? Now it's her, a child, a poop bucket, and a monkey?
So like at one point I thought one of the many things that came to mind was that she was going to have this monkey shipped to her through UPS, and it'd be the same dilemma all over again, like the tortoise that arrived dead on arrival through UPS / FedEx, whichever is it. The story keeps changing.
Yeah, the story does keep changing. So you can't feed yourself. You've got no food for the turtles. You don't know where your next meal is coming from. Oh, but people are sending me money now, not because they believe me, not because they like me, not because they want to support my turtle rescue, because they hate Jeremy. Great. Wow, what a reason to actually support abusers. My goodness, what a reason to support abusers.
And proven liars.
The evidence is all right there. I don't care if you love me or love to hate me. Your opinion of me makes no difference in my world. The people's opinion that matter are those who are closest to me, which is going to be George and Deanna and Christian and Patience. And I love having baby Pepper, my kids, my family, my closest friends. Those opinions matter to me. Individuals out in the internet that somehow think they know us, you don't know us, and we don't know you. So
I do want to add to that, regardless whether people support us or they want to support continuing hating on us, that doesn't bother me either. What bothers me is the overwhelming evidence and facts that we've shared, and they still continue to side with her or still continue to hate. That's the part that I don't understand. Like it's an overwhelming amount of evidence.
Thanks,
More
Allie.
than a molehill, it's a mountain, not a mole mountain.
Well, you can't refute actual evidence unless you're Deputy Duncan. So if you're Deputy Duncan, then apparently you can just go, oh, no. I don't trust physical copies with court seals and the whole deal. You know, like Russ the Sus, who is going to appoint John Crook, fire Belinda, and hire Lynette, who has plainly stated over and over again she could never, ever, ever work because she can't be anywhere away from the child, and the child has a life-threatening medical condition.
Well, she also stated that she can't bring home germs being around people all day. She's also stated that she only her disc in her back and her spine won't allow her to have a job. And she's also stated that if she were to take a job like that, she'd have to bring the child to work with her. So it's, which one is it? The story is constantly changing. So
Well,
how many?
Just 1 second. Let's take a peek here. She's got the child in the little cage thing again, in black
Oh my
pants.
God.
Black pants in the 90 plus degrees heat and humidity, which is horrible. And
it's
I don't
sticky.
know, but that definitely looks like more than 6 feet. There's somebody random right next to her, and she didn't die. I'm just throwing that out there. I can't fathom, regardless how anybody feels about me, feels about you, how anybody could be supportive of what's going on over there. And to support it, frankly, I think there's mental illness on individuals that do.
Definitely. And I think if the makeshift adoption didn't occur during COVID, there's no way she would have been able to adopt ever.
Never, ever would have happened.
So did you count the number of times that it was written in police reports that Lynette said that neither myself or you have ever physically contacted her directly or made any direct threats to her?
No, but I'm sure Randy has counted, since Randy is getting all this for court. So.
I counted 2 or 3 times where it's written in the report where she specifically says that neither myself or you have ever contacted her directly or made any threats directly.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. This isn't even Northport. So here's what you're going to see. All right. I always used to tell, I was an adjunct professor, organizational leadership, Christian education, Christian counseling. And my students could get their master's with me. And I always told them the same thing. I was like, you can predict the future. They're like, you can't predict the future. I was like, you absolutely can predict the future. All you have to do is learn the patterns of the person, and you know exactly what they're going to do in the future. It's very easy. People operate on patterns. The people who come in here every night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard are on a pattern. And we can predict they'll probably be there next Sunday. And so this is a pattern. This is a complete and total lifestyle. Now, this is the last leg of the pattern. Now we're going to go back to Northport and way beyond. Thank you, Grandma Diane Sweeney. And so you're going to see the entirety of the pattern through everywhere. It's mind-boggling. But this is what these types of individuals do. Lynette, Crooks, Piles of Guano. They actually go, let's fight. I'll go toe-to-toe with you. Show up in Painesville. On right there. Literally get in a camera. I'm going to do this. Get other individuals in that camera. And then state that they're going to pay. They'd have to pay 15 to 20 for it to ever happen. And when it's offered to them for free, they want to claim they're a victim. How pathetic. How utterly pathetic. And you're going to see that same pattern over and over again. Over and over again. You see the same pattern of Lynette and Crook. You see the same thing that Guano's picked right up on it, doing the exact same thing. And
there's about 6 months missing from this year that we haven't shared yet. There's more. So perception is everything, right?
I'm a victim. Somebody broke into my house and shot at me. You're a rug dealer. You're not a victim. I'm a victim. Jeremy honked his horn. Jeremy went by 16 times. Jeremy never went by. I got scammed on a monkey. Probably you shouldn't scam people with turtles and tortoises.
So,
I mean,
so how many times did law enforcement officers have to correct Lynette's perceptions on videos that she watched on YouTube? And they had to correct the way that her brain works. They corrected the way her brain works.
We obviously know Levy County Sheriff deputies have been watching What the Hales, literally, because they had to for the reports on the call.
One of the officers watched, she wrote the timestamp and everything. It was like 54 minutes and 22 seconds. And I'm like, that poor deputy, she was either entertained or miserable the whole 54 minutes and 22 seconds that she documented it in the report. How about the 911 call that she made and told dispatch that she's in her shed? This was around midnight, close to midnight, that she was in her shed, sleeping in the shed with her baby, and she heard banging on the shed. But there was no proof of anyone on her property with her cameras. It could have been a branch that fell on the roof of the shed.
Reminds me of a time when I got a phone call when somebody was on mushrooms in Jamaica calling me frantically that the island was sinking. Anybody want to guess who that was? All right, go ahead, guess.
It wasn't Elvis, and it wasn't me. When she heard the banging on her shed, was it the branch that was over the roof, like her anxiety? It was a branch
over the roof.
Yeah. So like I find so in the police report, she does say that she lives in the shed and it was midnight. She was sleeping with the child in the shed. But you have this journalist who's supposed to be an advocate lying for her, saying that she doesn't live in the shed. Don't you find that odd?
So pathetic. Thank you, Michelle. I find frankly, when it comes right down to it, I find it very, very disgusting. I find these people lack any character, any integrity, any honor whatsoever. That means something to me. I realize in this culture today, it means very little to very few people. This culture only wants to get for themselves. They want to take advantage of people. They want to take. And I'll be the first to admit, I do not fit in with this culture and this mindset of these people. Like, if you were going to ask me, do I need to take if I need to take a day off of work, I need a mental health day. Get your crap together, get the job done. That'll help your mental health working. Like I don't fit in this culture because I believe in truth. I believe in actual raw evidence. I believe in integrity and character and honor and all of those things. So it's hard for me to believe that anybody who would try and promote themselves as a journalist would put themselves in the light of such a jokelist. I mean, seriously, nobody takes that person serious. This is the same
person. This is the same person who confirmed what we've been saying, that John drinks a lot and mixes his opioids with his rinks.
And he did not call.
This is the same person who confirmed that melatonin is given during the day to sedate the child because she has some type of defiant disorder and can't handle her at her age because she's in her 60s with this child. And this is the same person who even said the child should have never been alienated from her own biological siblings and never been taken away from the biological grandmother and should be with the family and be with other children to interact with other people, not just her and Crook, who are concerning and their behavior is concerning. But she claims she's never called the proper authorities, but maybe she has, and she's lying about that too. I mean, she's a proven liar too.
You can't trust her. I mean, there's truth to that as well. You can't trust her.
There's a possibility where she could have made a wellness check call or even called DCF on her, but lies and says that she didn't. It's hard to say.
She's lying about that. How pathetic too. I mean, it's so cowardly. It's so It really is. It is gut-wrenching, horrific, cowardly, and it's just sick. It's sick. And a defenseless, when it comes right down to it, a defenseless child is not living in the appropriate conditions, both physically and relationally. It's not okay. And the first thing on anybody's mind should be protecting those who can't protect themselves. Thank you, Rose. And the child is that as well. And I kind of already touched upon this, that there was a day where us men would step up and protect what's happening to women. What's happening, whether we like it or not, men are typically the stronger of the two and able to provide protection. And I am 100% for 100% equal rights, men and women. 100. Here's the beauty of it with men and women. Okay, so often we call God he, and we do that generically, but the reality is God is he and she. And don't tune me out yet, okay? We were all wonderfully created in God's image. In other words, men get a portion of what God is about. Women get a portion of what God's image is about, and together they're complete. That's the complete picture. And so I'm 100% for women equality. There's nothing I can do that a woman probably can't do. There may be some physical limits, but even then, I've seen George, Kaylin, Deanna, Christian, Patience lift things that I never thought I would lift. And so 100% equality in the beauty of them coming together, that gives the beautiful picture of completeness of who God is. But it's sickening to see these women not even stand up to protect women, or men stand up to protect women and children.
Yeah, it boggles my mind, the women that continue to support him, knowing that all of these things are going on. But for me, with everything going on with what's going on, like, and the amount of stress that I have endured, not only mentally, but it affects me physically too. Like, I'm still in counseling. I'm still continuing to go through counseling to walk me through. And it's a Christian-based counselor, and I do it virtually because he's out of Ohio. And it's helped, but there's still a lot of things that are unanswered, and I have to be patient, and I have to rely on God, because it's all God's timing. And so he definitely put us here in Otter Creek for a reason. And I've started including in my prayers, God, just use me however you want, but please also reveal your plans to me. And he's slowly revealing some of his plans, but there's still a lot of unanswered questions. I have a ton of unanswered questions, and I'm getting impatient. But I know that he's got us at the end, and it'll all work out at the end. So it's starting to rain. I hear it rain. I have a little bit of mail. I know a lot of you guys are concerned about this Hurricane Debbie that's supposed to be coming in on the coast. This, if it truly hits tomorrow, because they're projecting that it's supposed to come tomorrow, if it truly hits, this will be my first hurricane experience. Just want to tell anyone that's in Levy County to please be safe. Continue to watch updates online. You don't have to have TV or cable to get the updates. You can just hop on your phone and go on YouTube. There's channels that go live with updates. There's Facebook groups and pages that update you on the weather. For example, I'm following a group on Facebook called Levy County Emergency Management, and then there's Levy County Fire and Rescue. I'm sure there's some in your area if you don't live in Levy County, but continue to check the weather apps, YouTube, Facebook pages. That's my recommendation. Evacuate if necessary, and
keep in mind, George and Deanna are in a 100-year-old almost building that has stood the test of time against
it's solid.
Hurricane.
The schoolhouse is completely solid. It's pure brick cinder block. It's one of the safest places that Deanna and I could evacuate to if we need to take shelter.
It is probably the safest place in all of Otter Creek.
Well, the woodworks is solid too, so
That's a lot of blades in there if something happens. I'm just
the
saying.
town hall is solid.
Town hall would be safe.
But
Thank
yeah,
you.
the hallways in the schoolhouse is pretty safe. Like I'm not worried. I'm definitely not panicking, but I know God has his hands over us. So I appreciate everyone that's concerned, and we definitely have backup plans in place if we need to.
Thanks, Maxie and George.
Do you have fan mail you want to open before we go into the sale?
Yeah, I have. They only went to the mailbox on Monday. Thank you, Kasha.
We've got We've got mail. Nelly Melly. I got a couple boxes and a couple envelopes. This box came directly from Amazon. The Amazon. There is a note. Oh my goodness. I think I know what these are. It says, I had to help with the poop mold so that you could do the stick and pink ribbon. Love you both from M. Crystal. She sent 4 of them.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be poop on a steak.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Thank you, M.
Otter Creek Festival. Treat time for me. Thank you so much. All right, I got a box here. It is should be Live Busters. No note. No note.
Which character is that? Is that a female?
Barrett.
Barrett.
Thank you so much. That'll go up on the shelves.
All right, this package came directly from Amazon, and it says, look at that, 2 packs. It says, hi, George. Hope you are able to get a chance to eat some. Enjoy, from Michelle Hopper. Remember when you ate all of the ones that Grandma Gail gave you?
Those were so good. Grandma Gail texted
2
me.
bags.
Grandma Gail's probably watching right now. She texted me yesterday.
Thanks, Michelle.
And I was literally watching the SpongeBob movie. Thank you, Angel. I was watching SpongeBob, the Bikini Bottom, Rescue of Bikini Bottom. I'm like, oh my goodness. She texted me right as I turned it on. I couldn't believe it. I was like, guess what I'm watching? I'm literally watching. I sent her a picture. I'm like, I'm watching SpongeBob right now. It just got released on Netflix. I couldn't wait.
This came directly from Amazon. It says, enjoy your gift from Janine Chapman. Look what Janine sent.
Oh, that's the good stuff. Chewy fudge. Dang. 4.
It says brownies and liners go with the pink surveyor tape and wooden picks. Hope someone can make and sell some treats for Otter Creek's upcoming festival. Stephanie and Janine, your non-stalking fans forever. That's hilarious. This is for the poop steak.
I got a gozer, but no note. I have no idea who it's from. I'm sure it goes with the other one. Here, I'll open a, maybe, I was trying to see if there was another. Go ahead.
Okay. This came directly from Amazon, and the note says, George, these are all for you. You don't have to share with Jeremy or anyone else. Love you, Elaine Williams.
Those are so good.
This was probably the size of the bag that Grandma Jerry gave us, and you ate both of them.
Yeah, that's right there. I ate them both.
Look at me now.
There ain't no shame in my game. I ate them both. My favorite, when they first came out with Werther's, I was like, oh my goodness, these are so good. I have to chew. Maybe some of you actually understand what I'm talking about. Like when there's something good in your mouth, you want to chew. Instinctively, you want to chew. It releases flavor. And when they first, man, I remember just being like, I have to bite every one of them. They are so good. And then they came out with the chewy ones.
Have you ever tried the caramel apple ones?
I'm pretty sure we did together.
They're so good.
This is from Kathy Santamargo. She sent VHS protectors. This is VHS protectors. Thank you, Kathy.
Oh, nice.
For SpongeBob VHS.
You can use that. This package came from Kathy Davis from North Carolina. This one says open first. And then this one says special gift. So I'll open this one first. There is a note. It says, Dear Jeremy and George, I have been a fan for a long time. I just love your videos. It hurts my heart at the expense you have to pay just to live a happy life. So here is my $1 for legal use. Your special gift as you want. Sending lots of love from North Carolina. Always, Kathy Davis. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you,
and then
Kathy.
now I got to open up the special gift envelope. Oh, there's another note in here. Oh, look.
Whoa, $2 bill with the red.
And it's a star note. Does that make it a star note?
And it's a star note. It's a 2-star red. Wow.
Oh, cool. I don't think I've ever seen one of these. And then she also sent this.
Wow. Yeah, that's a silver dollar.
1922. How cool. Thank you.
Very cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've got something cool too. It is Baby Yoda. Yoda. Y-O-D-A, Yoda. Met him in a swamp down in Dagobah where it bubbles all the time like a carbonated soda. Y-O-D-A, Yoda. Unfortunately, there's no note. I have no idea who it's from, but I'm guessing it's for Pepper. P-E-P-P-E-R, Pepper.
Is it a onesie?
It's a 4-piecer.
Oh, four. So this note came from Christine Roman Noodles. It says, to George and Jeremy, may God bless you both and always keep you in his light. My love and prayers to you always, Christine Roman Noodles. Thank you, Christine.
Sweetheart.
Christine's been checking up on us. Like, do you need anything? If you need to evacuate and come to my house, you can. I want to say it's like a 4-hour road trip if we need to evacuate. She's on the east side of Florida, on the Atlantic side.
She's on the safe side.
Yeah.
This is from Janine O'Connell from Auburn, ME. Is that Maine?
ME? Yes, I think so.
Oh my goodness, pound puppies. I love pound puppies. These were just so much fun when I was a kid. I love them. I
Do you have a
love
pound puppy shelf?
Do
you have a pound puppy shelf?
Probably soon. Did you have a pound puppy?
I can't remember. I can't remember if I did or not.
Janine writes, I hope you like the pound pup. I love the pound puppies. I was helping a friend move and we came across this. Timmy, and I thought you might like this. Absolutely. You and George make us laugh. I have dyslexia, so if the spelling is wrong, I'm sorry. My spelling and punctuation is wrong. Thank goodness for spell check. Oh my goodness. From Janine and Timmy, and she did 1,000,000 times better than Lynette with punctuation.
Sometimes I think I might be dyslexic because like I'll go back and read something. I'm like, I wrote that? Like, that's so backwards. So don't feel bad. Like I don't have the perfect punctuation and sentence structure at times. Do you have any more?
No, that was it. But, you don't have to have perfect punctuation and sentence structure, but you at least got to try if you're going to rant for something in a message that long when you're reading it on a text. I mean, come on. Just saying.
Yeah. You would think that she would be embarrassed by now, but there's no embarrassment. Not even with her 911 calls. And I guarantee you she's going to continue calling. She's probably on the phone with Levy County Sheriff
right now.
After they've already told her, as long as there's no fighting words or violence, it's fine, but she's still calling. All right, I do want to have a sale this evening, so let's go ahead and switch gears into the live bulk sale. First things first, make sure you guys are in live chat and not top chat. This is super important. I can't emphasize how important this is. That way myself and Jeremy, along with our moderators and everyone else at home, can see the live chat happening in real time as close as possible. This is super important. Again, if you're watching from Facebook and you don't plan on claiming anything tonight during the live bulk sale, you can stay where you are and watch. However, if you do want to claim a bulk lot this evening, you want to make sure you hop onto the YouTube platform. Make sure you are subscribed. It is free to subscribe so that you can participate in the live chat. Our sales style is claim to fame, buy it now sales. What Jeremy will do is he'll provide you with a buy it now price for each bulk lot that we show this evening. And then when our moderator Flipping Adventures types go in the live chat, I will start to show some of the things on screen. The first person to claim that amount in the live chat is the buyer of that bulk lot. So for example, let's say a bulk lot goes up, the buy it now price is $100. And then I start showing some things, Deanna types in go. The first person to type in 100 in the live chat is the buyer of that lot. If for whatever reason your amounts aren't showing up in the live chat, try putting a $sign in front of the claim it now, the buy it now price, or another symbol ahead or after the number. And then you'll have the option of either being surprised, or we could show you some of the items in the bulk lot. If you live within the United States, shipping is included in that buy it now price. But if you live outside of the United States, and if you live in a different country, you're more than welcome to claim a bulk lot this evening. However, just keep in mind that there will be additional shipping cost based on the weight of the package, the dimensions, and where you are located in the world. I can share with you that the international shipping costs vary anywhere between $50 and $200. Just know your country's custom laws and if there's any import fees. If you are the buyer of a lot this evening, we ask that you please send us and email us your information immediately to whatthehales@yahoo, which I have right here on the screen. We ask that you send us your YouTube profile name, your real name, your mailing address, your claimant amount, and the name of the lot in that email. Jeremy, along with our moderators, will remind you throughout the sale where to send it to and what to send. And then sometime tomorrow, I will send an invoice via PayPal. You don't have to have a PayPal account in order to pay the invoice. You'll have the option of either using your debit card, which is your bank card, a credit card, or your PayPal account. Keep in mind that everything is sold as is. There's no guarantees. There's no returns. We sell these items off to you as we source them from the abandoned storage units that we find or wherever we source them from. And then at the end of the sale, you'll have a chance to win a free item.
You gave me an empty
evening,
list again.
What's that?
You gave me an empty list again.
Oh, I didn't put the prices on there. Where was I? At the end of the sale, you'll have an option to win a free giveaway. I'll have 3 lucky winners this evening based on a trivia question that Jeremy will be asking. The trivia question typically comes from the least viewed video of the week. So that's the video that you should watch if you want to win one of our giveaway prizes. And then as best practice, because of lagging and because of YouTube glitches that are out of our control, we recommend that you refresh in between every bulk lot and then make sure you switch from top chat to live chat. That step is super important as well. And then also, please do not claim anything if you have no intentions of paying for the bulk lot this week. That will get you banned and you won't be able to participate in any future live streams. So I got to send you prices on the list.
Sing me a song, you're the guitar man. Sing me a song tonight. 'Cause we're all in the mood for a melody. And this hurricane's got me feeling alright. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La la. Ah, da 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 da. You know, I'm glad you guys sent toys and not food, because my doctor, who happens to be Asian, yet again proving that I am not racist. Curious what race I'm racist against, you know, from that pile of guano. But she said I got some dietary issues. In other words, I'm fat. But I'm still solid as a brick house. I'm solid as a 100-year-old schoolhouse.
All right, did it go through?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go get the first lot.
All right, first lot up here tonight. Going to be, well, you probably could figure out what it is because it's usually the same thing every time. But first lot up here tonight, the claim to fame amount is $160. $160. This is definitely a niche. And $160, once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 George is going to show. And so $160. Flippin' just said go, go, go. I definitely see Nightmare Before Christmas. Thank you so much for the super chat, Jeanette. And Don Gibson got it, 160. Just like that. All right, Don, we need to know, do you want to be surprised? Do you want to be surprised? Don, just a reminder, you're going to send in your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, claim to fame amount of 160. Tell George it's the Disney Nightmare Before Christmas pins. So it's Disney and Nightmare Before Christmas. Kind of cool. All right. Dawn Gibson says surprise. She keeps buying these lots. She must like the surprise every week.
She's gonna have Michael's whole collection at the rate she's going.
She's pretty much. I'm curious if she's collecting it or if she's reselling it. Maybe she can let us know. All right. This next lot tonight. Next lot tonight is $159. $159. You know what? I'm just going to put George on full screen. $159. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 George has already started to show. Flippin' just said go, go, go. $159. $159 is the claim to fame here tonight. Looks like Halloween-ish. Looks a little Halloween-ish to me, which we all know Halloween has got like crazy people love the Halloween stuff.
Oh, there's so much Halloween stuff in stores now.
There are, yeah, it already is. 159 here tonight. This looks like Disney. Cheryl just claimed it for 159. Cheryl is in the chat. Cheryl, just a reminder. Cheryl, we need to know, do you want to be surprised? And Cheryl, just a reminder, you want to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount of $159, and tell George it's Disney Pins Halloween. Disney Pins Halloween. And waiting to see if Cheryl wants to be surprised or not.
And did I get it right? Yeah, it's Cheryl. JK said, who claimed it? Now I get it. He's saying because 500 people said it's Cheryl. I get it now.
Chris's birthday is on Halloween.
I haven't seen if Cheryl wants to be surprised, so I'll just go ahead and show. Do a quick viewing. I haven't seen anything. Just again, Cheryl just said, show me. So I'm going to put George on full screen. Again, Cheryl, just a reminder, you're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, and your claim to fame amount of $159. Tell George it was Disney Pins, Halloween, and all the winners tonight are going to email whatthehales@yahoo.com. You should see it in your screen right now. whatthehales@yahoo.com.
This one opens.
At yahoo.com. All the winners here tonight. All the losers. And by losers, I mean the haters and the trolls. Feel free not to message us. We don't care.
All right, I got the next lot.
All right, next lot here tonight. $151.
This is also part of Michael's collection.
$151. We still have stuff from Michael's collection. $151. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 George is going to show. Flippin' just said go, go, go. $151. Ed just claimed it. Ed C got it. Ed C just claimed it. Ed, we need to know, do you want to be surprised? Do you want to be surprised, Ed? Just a reminder that you're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount of $151, and then let George know at whatthehales@yahoo.com that it is tack pin lot number 1. I know you guys realize when she puts a number on it, what's coming next. So, Ed said, did I get it? Yeah, you got it, Ed C. You got it. You won it. It's you. There's like 100 people saying it's you. We just need to know if you want to be surprised.
I'll just show it from over here.
All right.
All right, next one. I'm back with the lot.
All right, next lot is you again remember that last one was tack pin lot number 1. So $150. Claim to fame amount here on this next lot is $150.
Also a part of Michael's collection.
$150. Flippin' Adventures just said go, go, go. George has already started to show.
That one reminds me of JK.
Dawn's in it. 150, just like that. Dawn, do you want to be surprised? Ed tried to claim it, but Dawn got it first. Do you want to be surprised, Dawn? Do you want to be surprised? Dawn, you already know the drill. You're going to send your YouTube name, real name, shipping address, claim to fame amount of $150. Tell George it's tack pin lot number 2. Tack pin lot number 2. All right. And
all right, I'm back with the next lot.
Dawn says surprise. All right, next lot here tonight is 112 items. Oh, wow, we just talked about this stuff being on the shelves in the stores already. $112. I said items, I think. I don't even know what I said now. $112. $112 is your claim to fame here tonight. Flippin' Adventures just said go, go, go. Flippin' said go, go, go. $112. George's show. Looks like something going on with with Halloween. It's definitely looking like that. I can't believe just a couple of months and everything's going to be pumpkin flavored, which I love.
It's a chainsaw.
Remember when we first met and you were making me pumpkin cookies? Mayor Dan would love this lot.
Yeah, he would. This is his jam.
And then Linda, his wife, would get mad because he has so much already. $112 on this lot. $112 on this lot. I'm going to full screen George. 100. Yep, that's the thing. $112 is the claim to fame on this. This is definitely looking like Halloween. Halloweeny. Halloweeny. $112. $112 on this lot. George is still continuing to show. Flippin' Adventure said, go, go, go. You want to claim it? You got to fame it. Halloween's right around the corner. Kids are going back to school, too. It's going to be crazy. Kids are going back to school. Halloween is coming right around. Candy. Oh, my goodness. I do love candy. I do love candy. 112. That looks like Don the Con right there. Must be the bushy eyebrows. $112 on this appearing to be a Halloween lot. Is this from one storage unit or many?
Multiple.
Multiple storage units.
Multiple.
Michelle Rogers just claimed it. 112, just like that. Michelle, do you want to be surprised? Michelle, do you want to be surprised? Michelle, just a reminder as well that you're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, the claim to fame amount of $112, and tell George it's the Halloween lot. You're going to send that to whatthehales@yahoo.com. Checking to see if Michelle wants to be surprised. She's the wiener. And she says Michelle says she wants to be surprised.
Okay.
All
We'll
right.
get a whole tote filled, Michelle, but the tote's not included.
All right. Boom! Shakalaka. Next lot here for the ladies and some of the fellas. All right. It's going to be $123.
You'll get 3 flats.
$123. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, go, go. George has already started to show. $123. This is looking like necklaces. $123 is the claim to fame here tonight. If you got to wear gold around your neck to try and impress somebody, to make you think you are somebody, it's pretty pathetic. But this cool stuff is awesome. Somebody could actually wear that all at once. $123. $123 is a claim to fame here tonight with George. And this lot of this is all necklaces, right?
These are assorted necklaces. Some of the necklaces come with matching earrings. So like this whole flat has necklaces and matching earrings. Most of them do.
Which unit did this come out of?
This is a variety of units.
So this is a bunch of them together that we bought in Florida.
Yeah.
Which there were some amazing units in Florida. Absolutely amazing units in Florida. $123 is the claim to fame here tonight. $123 is the claim to fame. Did you show everything?
Yep, you'll get 3 flats of necklaces, assorted necklaces, some earrings. The flats are not included, just the jewelry.
$123 is the claim to fame. If no claim, we will move on to the next one. Oh, Vivian, I was just getting ready to move, and Vivian said, nope, I'm taking it. Vivian just claimed it for $123. Vivian, you are the wiener. Just a reminder, Vivian, what you're going to do is you're going to email George right there, and you're gonna email her your YouTube name, real name, they may be the same, shipping address, claim to fame amount of $123, and let her know it's the assorted necklace lot. The assorted necklace lot. Vivian, I think you probably did see everything. So you'll be surprised when you get it and you get to see it again. You'll be like, I didn't remember seeing that one. That one's cool. All right. Well, I just saw something in her hands. This next lot is $135. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 George has already started to show. $135. Flippin' Adventures just said go, go, go. George's show. $135 is the amount. $135. This is looking like sports theme. Unless I have no clue what I'm talking about. $135 is the claim to fame. Flippin' already said go, go, go. There's still more to show? Oh, there's all kinds.
There's a ton of these prints.
These
are Harrison Wood prints. There's a ton of them.
$135 here tonight. This is definitely sports memorabilia. Definitely sports memorabilia. Just a reminder for everybody, make sure you refresh. Make sure you refresh so we're all seeing the same thing at the same time. 135 is the claim to fame on this sports memorabilia lot. Steph Garcia just came in and claimed it at 135. Steph just claimed it at 135. Steph, just a reminder, you're going to send George your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount of 135, and let George know it is the sports memorabilia lot. You're going to email her right there. Right there. All right. Ooh, this one everybody always seems to like. $128 is the next.
Hold on a sec.
I don't know how I hold a sec, but I'm holding for something. I don't know. Feel like there should be some elevator music. Must be a heavy lot.
All right. I'm back now with the lot.
All right. Flippin' already said go, go, go. It's $128. $128. $128. Flippin' already said go ahead of time. So I think we're still good. $128 on this next lot here. What are we looking at?
An assortment of arts and crafts supplies.
Who doesn't love arts and crafts? $128.
Who doesn't love glitter?
Me.
Glitter.
It's the herpes of the arts and crafts world. And we all know who the herpes is of Otter Creek. They met on herpes.com. $120. $128. Definitely crafts lot.
Magnets.
Can never have enough magnets. That almost sounds like Crook's favorite word, maggots.
Here's a thing of felt. Here's some safari themed paper. There's 3 books. of the safari themed paper.
There's all kinds of special paper in there. Just a reminder, the claim to fame amount is $128. This is looking like a pretty big crafts and arts lot. If you're a homeschooler, this would be great. If you just love arts and crafts, the Crafty Jen, this would be, Crafty Jen doesn't need any more. Crafty Jen's got too much as it is. Don't do it, Crafty Jen. Don't do it. $128 is the claim to fame. Crafty Jen, you got too much. Don't do it. $128. Heat transfer. My
Here's
goodness.
some moss.
$128 is the claim to fame on this lot.
And then
Granny Homestead just claimed it for $128. Granny is the winner. I mean, you pretty much showed everything. You might as well just keep showing.
Yep, I showed everything.
All right, Granny, here's what you're going to do. Granny Homestead.
Granny, you're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount of, I believe it was $128, and let George know it's the arts and crafts lot. And what you're going to do is you're going to email right there. Right there. Right there. So email right there. Let George know arts and crafts. All right.
Hang on a sec.
I don't know what a sec is or how I hold on to it, but I guess I'm going to do what. Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it be like that.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. Next lot is $101. $101.
And
These are different sizes, assorted sizes in clothing.
$101. Oh my goodness, that's a great idea for that arts and crafts for VBS lot, Vacation Bible School. That's a really good idea. $101. I'm seeing clothing. Flippin' Adventure said go, go, go. George's show, show, show.
Gotta make sure we're all together.
Crafty Jen just sent $5. Crafty Jen, you are definitely lagging. Just to let you know, you are definitely
Still have the
lagging.
tags on them.
Still with the tags. I think a lot of people are lagging tonight. Zero Rugrats said, I loved church camp. Yep, so did I. So did I. A lot of my biggest life's decisions were made at church camp. Nancy H just claimed it at $101. Nice job, Nancy. Nancy, do you want to be surprised? Do you want to be surprised, Nancy?
None of the clothes have been laundered, but they smell clean.
So Nancy, so just keep in mind, nothing was laundered, and she said surprise her. So Nancy, just a reminder, you're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame of $99. You're going to get everything. Wow, everything that's in there.
Minus the tote.
And you're going to tell George it's the assorted clothing lot for resale. I don't get into clothing at all. Like, I don't get in. I obviously have no fashion sense whatsoever. Like, my fashion sense is comfort. If it's not comfortable, why wear it? But that's just me. All right, for this next lot, how many times has this been up for auction now? Is this number 15?
You guys at home will never guess what the next lot is. It's going up. It's been paid for 14, maybe 15 times now. It's been paid for. The money, the buyer says put it back up. I'm going to pay for it, but put it back up for sale. And I think we are on week number 15 now.
15 consecutive weeks. This lot has been paid for and then said, put it back up for claim to fame.
Max Lab and Etsy said, nope, 16.
Oh, 16. Yeah, it could be. All right. If it's 16, it's 16. But keep in mind, all the boxes you're about to see are empty. And it's $99. $99.
Oh, it was paid for and donated back by Dana Phillips, by the way, which she even has a record and has paid for it 4 times out of the, well, how many? 16 times?
So crazy. $99. Dana did it again. Oh my goodness.
Dana just said, oops, I did it again.
Did it again. I got the box lot. All right, Dana, I ain't going to tell you what to do because you already know what to do. You've done this so many times already. So, Dana, just go ahead, email George, and you guys will figure it out. Dana, you're so silly. Oh, my goodness. So silly. But you guys have definitely been a entertaining group, because I don't think George and I, we've thought of some really crazy, funny things. Sometimes purposefully, we've come up with things on accident, spur of the moment. We would have never came up with this thing going up for auction so many ridiculous times.
Well, I've lost count, and I appreciate everyone at home keeping count for us. So thank you for that. Let's keep it going, Frankie H. I think Frankie H is who started this train. I think.
I'm sure.
It was either Frankie or Bob Atnip, one of the two.
I'm sure. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Okay. Next lot here. I got these at Aldi's, and I really like them. This would be George's favorite flavor, even though she'd try and tell you that she doesn't have any favorites. She loves the flavor of mango. All right. If you are a regular on the Claim to Fame nights, you will not be surprised by this number that I'm about to share with you. And if you keep track of the numbers, you know already what this is going to be. This next lot here tonight, $98. $98. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 George is going to show. $98. Flippin' just said go, go, go. $98 for this lot. $98.
Doll hairs.
This definitely is looking like DVDs to me.
This is what our neighbor needs.
There's a lot of truth to that.
The demonic vibe.
There are very many who have speculated that she is demon possessed. Marcus just claimed it at $98 and said, surprise me. Marcus, you are the winner. Marcus, you already know what to do because you have purchased before. You're going to send your YouTube name, real name, shipping address, claim to fame amount of $98. Tell George it's DVD lot number 1. Number 1, okay? DVD lot number 1. Now, you guys realize if she makes me say number 1, then there's the number 2 comes after number 1. Now, I know Mary wouldn't get that, but you guys aren't Marys. You guys are much, much smarter than that. You see evidence, you look at the real evidence, and you come to a conclusion based on evidence. You have common sense. And so that's a great thing to have. All right, this next lot here tonight, $97.
This one is sealed. This is my last box of DVDs for a while.
I got an entire she-shed of them. $98.
This one is sealed as well. Some of them are sealed. Brand new, still sealed.
$98. Flippin' Adventure said go, go, go. George has already started to show. And it's Hippie Grandma, $97.
I might have misspoke, but $97. I apologize if I did. Hippie Grandma got it. Hippie Grandma. I bet Hippie Grandma is a ton of fun. Hippie Grandma, do you want to be surprised? Okay, they're saying I did say 97. Sometimes so many come out of my mouth that I don't know what I'm saying. It's Hippie Grandma. Do you want to be surprised, Hippie Grandma? Which George could probably just kind of show the box in the camera anyway. Trying to see here. Hippie Grandma. I bet Hippie Grandma is a ton of fun. I bet Hippie Grandma is a ton of fun. Hippie Grandma said, surprise me. Surprise. Good job, Hippie Grandma. Surprise. My grandma wasn't a hippie. My grandpa used to always say that grandma was a businesswoman. That was his way to say that there wasn't a lot of affection. That was his. So at any rate, grandma was a businesswoman. She ran the cash register at the family grocery store. And the world lost grandma a few years ago, unfortunately. I got to pick the question, don't I?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to go with all right, we're going with number 1.
Okay.
I emphasized this in there.
Okay. All right. So let me show you the giveaway. These are really cool. These are gold coins, and they were donated by one of our fans, James Smith. And so there's 3 of them. My 3 lucky winners will get the exact same thing. They're Second Amendment coins. Second Amendment coins. And then I called dibs on this one. I'm going to keep this one. He sent one of the butterflies that say kindness, generosity, goodness, and selflessness. I'm going to keep that for my collection. And it says pass it on, but I'm going to keep it. So the first 3 people to answer the trivia question correctly will win a really cool Second Amendment gold coin. I don't believe it's real gold. If it is, then it's a bonus for you guys. All right, you ready? Wait. Hold on a second. Before you ask, I gotta switch screens real quick. Okay, all right, I'm ready.
This week, Crook finally told the truth. I should say Crook told the tooth, but he doesn't have any. This week, Crook finally told the truth when he told the investigator that the meeting started at 7 p.m. But then he lied when he said the first car showed up how many minutes before the meeting. Remember, George was there 45 minutes before the meeting. Crook lied to the investigator and said the first car showed up how many minutes before the meeting. Crook knows when George showed up because Deanna and Jessica got out. Crook finally told the truth. He was first at the meeting. But he also told the truth when he said it was started at 7. He lied, saying the first car came out how many minutes before 7. Remember, George was there 45 minutes before. At 6:15. They knew it. Deanna and Jessica got out of the vehicle. But he lied and said the first vehicle got there how many minutes before the meeting?
And that vehicle was mine, and they know that's my vehicle. It's in the police report before this, long before this. All right, I got my 3 lucky winners. The first person to answer the trivia question correctly with the answer of 10 minutes is Daisy's mom. Congratulations, Daisy's mom. The second person to answer the trivia question correctly with the answer of 10 minutes is Serindy Fitch. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly, Serindy. And the third person to answer the trivia question correctly with 10 minutes is Douglas Forest. Congratulations, you 3. Make sure you email me here at whatthehales@yahoo.com. Let me know that you were the winner of tonight's trivia question. Please include your YouTube profile name, your real name, and your mailing address so that I can send you your giveaway. That concludes our sale. I want to thank everyone for tuning in from all over the planet. We hope you enjoyed our live stream, and we'll tune again next Sunday. We try to release a pre-recorded video every day, Monday through Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, and then we go live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Take it away, Jeremy.
Well, we moved into a town with no one around, all to get away from the snow. Put in a 2-inch line where everything was fine till they tried to steal all my dough.
We want to thank all of our moderators for being awesome moderators, for helping us out in the live chat, dropping links, answering frequently asked questions. We appreciate you guys so much.
Well, Mary was in top hall. She can't do math at all. Just kept calling the law.
We should get all the police reports of Mary calling the law.
Well, sending emails to Worm, hoping he'd confirm no one would know all her flaws.
Thank you to everyone that sent a super chat or a super sticker donation. We truly appreciate the love and support.
Lynette and John running their con, trying to get any money they can. Everything around them dies, then she fake cries. They'll end up by a river in a van.
Special thank you to all of our members of the channel, everyone that became a member this evening, anyone that upgraded their memberships, or anyone that gifted memberships. It means so much to us, and we appreciate your support. Make sure you thank anyone that gifted you a membership this evening. YouTube does it at random.
There were signs all over town. Now they're taken down. Everybody knows who done it. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. They're living in a shed with no permit.
Thank you to everyone that sent fan mail. Loved all the poop molds on the steak and all the We love opening up your gifts and reading your special notes. It brings a smile to our face.
Russ texting down, telling him it's on. Let's give the world a show. We always wanted fame, and now they know our names. In the meetings, always vote no. They're all making threats. Fans are taking bets. Who's gonna be the second in jail? Will it be Mary, Russ, or Don? Lynette or Landon? We just know it won't be what the hell.
Stay safe, stay blessed. Until next time, we love you guys. Say goodnight, Jeremy.
Good night, Jeremy.
Good night.